Hey, my name is Chris Barnett. I currently live in Greenwood, South Carolina, and now I'm a student at Carolina High School.
I got angry at myself and I hurt myself one day just without thinking, and then I kind of felt pain relief because
So a lot of the feelings that I had with self-harm, anxiety, depression was I just didn't feel like I was good enough for it. I felt like no one really cared. Just thought I was some weird kid. Also felt like no one appreciated me or really understood where I was coming from. Going through that more and more, I really understood not everybody is like that. A lot of the things that people said to me was like, whoa, you look crazy, or you look, why are you so tall if you're only like this? Are you supposed to be in high school or something like that? You're in middle school. Why do you look like you're supposed to be in high school? It sounds like just simple things, but it wasn't the fact that what it was how much of it. Like, for example, someone could call me ugly. At first I was just like, okay, whatever, that's their opinion, you know? Rumors started spreading like, oh, this kid's crazy, this kid is going to hurt someone, this kid's probably going to kill someone, stuff like that. And that's when it really started, all the pain and all the anxiety, depression. That's when I really started getting to the point to where I don't know what else to do. I just wanted to take my anger out on myself. That wasn't a healthy route for me. That wasn't the best thing to do. Honestly, I don't like that I had to go through that, but also I'm not upset with myself. When I was growing up, me and my sister, we always heard mom and dad arguing over money and stuff like that. My dad wanted more money to get more things, stuff like that. I wouldn't say he necessarily always stole money from my mom, but it was just a big thing they argued about a lot. I came home one day, I was in 3rd grade. My mom was upset, and she was like, I asked her why she was upset, and she didn't really say anything at first, but Courtney came home from high school. We were all at the dinner table. We were all quiet, and we didn't understand what was going on. And my mom just randomly said it. My dad had moved out. And I just looked at her, and I was like, what? Like, what is going on? Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was too young to even realize everything that was going on. Why did he leave? Did he leave because of me? Did I do something wrong? I feel like at the time I just felt like I ruined my mom and dad's relationship. Even though I didn't, that's just the mindset that I had. I just decided that I got angry at myself and I hurt myself one day just without thinking. And then I kind of felt pain relief because I was just in shock. Oh crap, I just hurt myself. And so I was just like, the next day, I was like, I like the way that felt. I want to do it again. So I did it again. And it's like an addiction. You did it once. Even if it wasn't intentional, even if you were just like, oh, I want to try this. Or even if it was like, I was just around these kind of people doing that. It was the same thing with me, but it was self-harm. I felt like it was an escape from reality, taking the pain away from us, pain out of here, and taking it out on my wrist. I'm currently 16 now, and dealing with anxiety, depression, self-harm, stuff like that. After a while, I've really learned to not necessarily cope with it, but really get through it. And music, skateboarding, soccer, wrestling, different stuff like that, sports, just being around people that really understood me, it really helped a lot. I would also say I have a friend, me and her went through kind of the same thing and pretty much helped each other out, so that also helped a lot as well. One time she asked me like what's going on with me, and I was probably about 15 years old, and I was telling her about like different things that were going on, like, oh, I don't feel like nobody really wants me around, nobody really wants me to be friends with them, stuff like that. And she told me that it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, because in the end there's always going to be at least one person that cares. There's always going to be one person that knows exactly what you're going through, and they're going to be able to relate to you, either that or they're going to help you get through it. And I really feel like she was that person at that moment. And also having other people that not necessarily been through what I've been through, but understood like where I was coming from, so they could really talk to me about it in a healthy way, help me to explain what's going on in a way that I feel comfortable with, and really putting me in these different positions to where they're healthy for me, and also they're bettering me as a person. If someone else is going through like what I went through with the anxiety, depression, self-harm, and stuff like that, I would say don't ever give up. Like, don't give up on hope. Don't give up on anybody that's willing to help you and be there for you. And don't give up on your family, because for one, your family, whether it's your grandma, whether it's your mom, whether it's brother, sister, dad, whoever it may be, if they're your blood family, I'm pretty sure that they really care about you and they really want you to do great things in life. Suicide is not in the chances of things getting worse. They end the possibilities of them getting better. So if you commit suicide, then you're basically ending all possibilities of it ever getting better. You're not ending the chances of it getting worse. You're ending the possibilities of things to get better, you know? If you know anybody that's going through anxiety, self-harm, depression, any of that, get them to get around a safe and healthy environment. Whether it's, if you have to get rid of your phone because you feel like social media is giving you that anxiety, like, oh, well, I feel like this person is better than me, then do that. If you have to get a flip phone to do that, if you have to put yourself around people to where if there's sharp objects and they can get rid of that so you won't be tempted to do that to yourself, you feel like it's going to be better to see a counselor or something, go for it. Or if it's just simply being around someone you love. A lot of people don't understand, like, they don't know if what kind of signs that people would have or what kind of things they would show or that they would do if they were going through the same situation as I was. It may not even be self-harm. It could just be anxiety and depression, or it can just be self-harm and depression, or it doesn't matter. Like, for example, on my wrist, you can't really see much, but like right here and a little bit right there is where I used to cut. You could realize that this is going on with them. If they stop being more social, like if they stop talking to people more, or if they just like whatever with the things that they own, if they start giving things away that they don't really care about. And usually stuff like this, like with self-harm, depression, anxiety, etc., that usually happens after something drastic happens. Welcome to my room. So this is pretty much where this is the room that I've been staying in for about 2.5, 3 years now. As you can tell if you look in my room, I love music, no matter what it is. I play guitar, play drums, a little bit of bass guitar, violin, viola, cello. I'm currently working on playing piano. Just in general, I love music, whether it's in just playing an instrument, listening to it, trying to write something. It really helped me get through a lot of stuff as far as my anxiety, my depression, my self-harm, stuff like that. I've been probably playing guitar ever since I was about 8 or 9 years old, but I didn't really get serious with it until I was about 13, 14. And the reason why I started getting serious with it is because it helped me with coping with what I was going through. And so it was another escape for me to take my anger out, but it didn't feel like it was enough of it. And that's when I got my first drum kit. If I could change the world in one way, it'll be to get rid of all unnecessary negative energy. And the reason why I say that, and people were like, what do you mean unnecessary? What I mean is where it causes people to feel insecure about themselves, or people to think, oh, am I good enough because all these people are saying this or people saying that? I mean, you can't really just change the world, because if you can't change, I mean, you could change the world with one person, but you can't change the world if you're not going to know what you're going to change about the world. It's not about me, it's about you. Better you.